This ALBAT monthly evaluation tutorial provides an overview of the monthly evaluation required for all apprentices enrolled in programs at ALBAT. That is, line, transmission, substation, cable splicer, URD, and traffic signal programs. The performance areas were chosen to provide fundamental feedback to support apprentice growth in his or her program. Ratings are tied to specific evaluation criteria. An evaluator will be selecting an appropriate description that best describes an apprentice's performance during the period being evaluated. First, open your web browser and navigate to the Assessments portal. You can find a link to the Assessments portal on your Apprentice Communities page under Links for Apprentices, or by requesting a link by contacting the ALBAT office. Enter your assessment portal by using the same username, client, and password as when entering your apprentice portal. You'll see the monthly evaluation narrative. The evaluator supervisor should rate the level of performance effectiveness for the apprentice being supervised. Consider how effective the worker is in performing activities that are included in each performance category. Choose the rating value corresponding with the performance that best describes the apprentice's typical performance level. Does not meet, meets, or exceeds. An apprentice is responsible for having their supervisor complete and sign this form every month. Evaluations are due by the 10th day following each month's evaluation. If not working, an apprentice must still submit the evaluation with the notation that they are not working. Click Continue Inspection. This takes you to the start of your checklist. If you'll notice, you have 12 checkpoints in this particular evaluation. Click the bar. What you'll see at the top is if you want to cancel the evaluation and move back to the beginning, you just use the cancel. If you want to save at any point, if you're at the midpoint of your evaluation you want to save, just simply save the evaluation. You can pick up where you left off later. If you'll notice this circle with 3 dots, if you are an apprentice who did not work during the month and you are required to turn in your evaluation, you need to set all checkpoints to not applicable. This is an easy way to do that. You simply open the 3 dots and click on Set Checkpoints to Not Applicable. You'll see your checklist. The first on the checklist is the evaluator's name. This is a mandatory field. Type in the first and last name of the person who's evaluating the apprentice. To complete the evaluation, start with the evaluator's name. This is a mandatory field. Type in the first and last name of the evaluator. The second is the evaluator's phone number. It is a mandatory field, must be filled in. Please enter the area code and the 7-digit phone number. The third category is the length supervising the apprentice. This is for the evaluator. It's simply the length of time. It's a drop-down, simply one of these selections from your drop-down. The next is your relationship to the apprentice. What is the evaluator's relationship to the apprentice? Again, you have a drop-down, make your selection. Is it the journeyman foreman, general foreman, or higher level? And here's where the evaluation begins at step 5. Again, all of these have drop-downs that you should select from. They're all mandatory selections. At any rate, the evaluator will rate them, any one of these criteria, 1 through 7. If you notice, does not meet is 1 and 2, meets expectations is 3, 4, and 5, and 6 and 7 is exceeds performance. And the narratives that go with each help the evaluator focus, best evaluate the apprentice. 6th is working hard, taking initiatives, and being responsible. Again, choose from the checklist that you see here. 7 is solving problems. Choose the appropriate response from the checklist. Working safety by following safety rules and best practices. Make your selection. Teamwork. Again, drop down, make your selection from the selection that most closely describes the apprentice's performance in this area. Following construction specifications, NEC, National Electric Safety Code, and installation instructions, go ahead, again, make your selection, whatever the appropriate response is. The last 2. We've asked that the evaluator acknowledge that the completed responses on the form have been reviewed with the apprentice and then that they click the signature icon on the lower right of this form and sign. I'll show you where that is. So the evaluator simply acknowledges that they've reviewed this evaluation with the apprentice, and then we also have one with for the apprentice. Clicking yes acknowledges that the completed responses on this form have been reviewed. And again, it asks that you move to the signature icon and sign. So you make your selection yes or no. Make your selections and complete your form. You'll notice the green bar across the top will move all the way across, and what starts out as 0 when you're initially filling out the form will become 12 out of 12. Once you've clicked yes to both, your evaluator has clicked yes and acknowledged, and the apprentice has clicked yes, go ahead and save your document. Once saved, you will be taken back to your monthly evaluations page, and in the lower right corner, just like it asked, there's a signature icon. Go ahead and click the icon. Once open, you can add the signature for the evaluator. You simply click on that, make your signature. Note your name, print your name, full name, first and last. And finally, the apprentice, they acknowledge that the information assessment has been reviewed with them, include their signature, and of course, enter their last and first name. Once signatures are completed and mandatory names are inserted in the box, just click the submit bar and that will submit your monthly evaluation. This concludes the monthly evaluation tutorial for apprentices.